Question is, do I have any authority on what hairstyles are good? No. Then why am I making a tier list? Because I look at pastors every Sunday when they preach. Okay, what am I going to rate things on? You need to know. Okay, I'm rating things on appearance, how they look. I'm rating things on maintenance. How much time in the morning do you have to spend to make it look nice? Cost. If it costs too much, I'm rating it lower because pastors, I don't know, in the States it might be different. In Canada, pastors don't have money. I want to start this tier list off with what you would call a buzz cut. Now, why do I want to start off with this? There's some principles that I want to teach here, okay? One thing that you'll notice is the lineup. That's the hair right here at the top. You can see it's kind of lined up so it looks straight. There's some hairstyles where you could do that. And one thing that you'll also notice with this buzz cut in particular is that this guy has a fade. There are different types of fades that you can have. What I would recommend for people getting a fade though is to look into getting a taper fade. You get a fade here and at the back. It's a really clean look if you're looking to enhance your current style. Where am I going to put this? This is a clean cut, but with buzz cuts, you need to know that buzz cuts look good if you're attractive. And what does attractive mean? Attractive in the sense with haircuts, hairstyles, it means you have a lot of angles to your face. If you have like a sharp jawline or if you have an attractive looking face shape, then a buzz cut will look good on you. What am I saying with this then? If you're already attractive, you could rock any hairstyle you want. A buzz cut looks bad if you have a weird looking skull. True. And that is why I'm putting this in the B category. There are worse cuts than this. This is solid if you have a nice looking face. And if you're a pastor, you don't even have to wash your hair. You get in the shower, you take a soap bar. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Done. Okay? That's why I'm putting it in the B tier. Second hairstyle. This is what you call a crew cut, which is a longer buzz cut. There's not really much to explain here. If it's kind of a boring cut, I would say, but boring is good. Boring is really good for a pastor because if you're a pastor, you don't want to be bringing attention to your face when you're preaching. You don't want people to say, "Oh wow, that guy looks really nice," right? No, you guys, you want to bring the focus to the word, to the Bible, and that is why I'm gonna say this crew cut. I'm gonna put it above the buzz cut, but still in the B category. And this is a crew cut. It's a short cut, low maintenance. You don't even need to style it because the hair is short. If anything, you put a bit of product and you style it forward. Very clean, very easy to maintain, very cheap, solid cut. You could get a fade here as well. This guy's rocking the skin fade. You could also do a taper fade. And that will go above the buzz cut. Okay, next style. This is a wolf cut. Is it just long hair? No. If you just grow out your hair, the problem is that when you have hair on your sides that grow long, you can see like in my hairstyle, it's short. When the hair on the side grows long and you have the hair on the top rest on it, it will make your face look wide. The reason why this is a wolf cut is because if you look at the hair, it's styled as a mid part, so it parts in the middle and it waves down. You could see specifically in the sideburn, the hair is thin right here, which is part of what I was saying. And you can see that there's a mullet in the back as well. I'm placing this in the C tier. Why? This haircut, this hairstyle, styles that are popular nowadays are kind of wild. That's what's in right now. It looks nice. If I were making a personal tier list of hairstyles, I would put this higher up. But this is for pastors. And the thing is, right? If you have this hairstyle and you have straight hair, you need to spend a lot of time styling your hair. When I was getting my hair cut yesterday, my barber was like, "Oh, do you want me to style this for you?" I was like, "Sure." He took out a curling iron and he spent like 5 minutes like ironing my hair. It's a lot of maintenance. It's a lot of work, and it gives the appearance of being more wild. Okay, next style. This is the mullet. This is kind of closer to what I have right now. A mullet is just when your hair in the back goes down. What's particular with a modern mullet is this is the main defining feature. It's the sideburn that's faded or tapered. So you can see here the length of the hair. This is a mullet. An example of a mullet with straight hair is that it goes straight down. And you could see it gets short until it goes to the back. So this is an example of a modern mullet. I would also place this haircut in the C tier. I would place it above the wolf cut. Part of the reason why, it still gives that wild look. And this is a tier list for pastors, but not only young pastors. This is also for pastors in their mid to late 20s, their mid to late 30s, their mid to late 40s. You know, these two hairstyles, they'll look bad in 50 years. Okay. There's other examples of the modern mullet. This is what the Zoomers will show to their barber when they want a mullet. This is a character kit called J-Joe. This is the reference that they show. You could see here in this picture, they really emphasize the short size. This is an example of someone that has this hairstyle. Okay, next hairstyle. Okay, the comb over. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, okay? But this is a clean look. This was popular 5 years ago, 10 years ago. People called this a Euro cut before. This was popular 50 years ago. This will be popular in 50 years. Why? This is a clean look. It shows your face. It's very simple. It's very boring, but it's good. This is a clean look. I rocked this hairstyle for 6 years. It has too much gel. It's just a type of gel. You can have a softer look if you use different products. The hair looks crunchy. Yeah, this guy probably used gel. There are other products you can use. If you use clay, clay is very matte. So I'm using clay right now. You can't see like the crunchiness, but it is kind of crunchy. This is called a comb over or a side part because it parts at the side. Very clean, very easy to style. What I did when I had this hairstyle is I would put my hair down, my face down. I would let my hair dangle around. I would blow dry it in the opposite direction of how it sits, and then I would just style it up and over. Very easy, takes like 5 minutes. Negative Riz, not really skibbity. That's what the children will say. You can't listen to the children though. This will look good on a 35-year-old pastor. This will look good on a 60-year-old pastor. This will look good on a pastor in their 20s. It's a very clean, boring look. Now, if you want this hairstyle, there are several things that you can do. If you're rocking this hairstyle and you want to make it a bit fancier, you could get the lineup as what was showed in the beginning. You could get a taper on the sides. One thing, if you're going to get this hairstyle at a barber, one thing that you want to tell them, this is a mistake that some people don't really know, is that you could see right here, it goes straight up. What a lot of people get wrong, and a lot of people, I mean people that don't really know about hair, and that's okay. What a lot of people will do is that they'll shave this length will be the same length up here. And what the issue with that is, it'll make that part look so distinct. And the other problem is your face, it curves inward. So when you have this hairstyle and you shave it all the way up here, there'll be a bit of curvature to your head. And you don't want that. So if you go to a barber and you want to comb over, just make sure you show them a reference picture of someone that gets their hair cut straight up, and it kind of gets thicker the further you go up. This hairstyle, you already know where I'm going to be putting it. This is going in the S tier. This is my favorite cut. When I'm married, I will be getting this cut. When I have 2 kids, I will be getting this cut. Right now, I'm not that, so I'm not getting that cut. But this is S tier. Moving on to the next hairstyle. This is the slick back. Why is it called a slick back? Well, you slick your hair back. You can see in this hairstyle, there's a fade and there's a bit of a hard part. The hair is a bit longer on top. This is by far my favorite hairstyle that I've rocked personally. I have a reference picture. This is me at my most attractive 2 years ago, 30 pounds lighter. Look, it's clean. I have the taper fade. I have the fade in the back. Now a slick back is just you take your hair and you style it so it gets put back. This is another picture from the front. You could see a slick back doesn't always have to be your whole head. You could, in this picture, you can see that it's parted, not in the middle, it's not a mid part, but a 60-40. And 60-40, what do you mean by that? Well, the ratio of your face, right? Let's say this is 60% of your head. You part it there and then you style it back. This is such a clean look. This is my favorite hairstyle. I might go back to this if the hair I currently have doesn't look nice in a month. I will go back to this definitely. Now, Where am I going to place this on the tier list? I'm going to place this as an A. Why not an S? It's because I love this hairstyle so much. This is such a good hairstyle. You look so professional. People will look at you on the pulpit and they'll see your nice hair. You can't have people doing that. You need to be more tame, okay? That's why I'm placing it in A. You need a more boring cut if you want to be a pastor, okay? If you compare this to the comb over, this is definitely better for a pastor. Okay. Next hairstyle. Okay, this is a brush back. It's not on the tier list, but look, do you know who this is? This is Charles Spurgeon. He's a pastor, famous pastor. Look, you could see he brushed his hair back. Does he have straight hair? No, this is curly hair. But you could see that even theologians and pastors care about the hair. What is this photo? It's Charles Spurgeon. But I just wanted to show that a brush back is a longer version of a slick back. I'm pretty sure. Okay, next hairstyle. Okay, this is called a quiff. What is a quiff? This is when you style your hair forward and up. This is a clean cut. Why do I say that? Because it shows your face. A lot of hairstyles that are popular nowadays, it covers your face. It makes you look more cute compared to handsome, but it does take away that professional look or that clean look or that handsome look. It's more cute, if I were to phrase it. A quiff is professional because it shows your face. You could see here, you could pair the quiff. You probably can't get a lineup, but you can get a taper here. This is a fade. If you want, you can have a taper and it looks so clean. It's a short hairstyle. You'll have to spend a bit more time styling this, applying a bit more product, because naturally your hair doesn't go up. You'll train your hair, as in like if you keep on styling something day after day, your hair will naturally go in that position. But you will have to put a lot of time into styling it and maybe a lot of product. Maybe it'll look shiny because you have gel. But yeah, this is a quiff. This would be hard for the average Asian. That's why you need a lot of product. Product will fix it. Okay, where does this hairstyle go? If you're putting those very bad haircuts in B, this haircut is an A. Okay, that is fine. The quiff, we will place it at bottom of A. Okay, this is what you call a fringe. Now, what is a fringe? This is not necessarily a style per se, but it's the way you style your hair. Okay, wait, did I say that right? A fringe is just when you style your hair like this, when you style it forward. This is too long. You could have shorter fringe. I actually don't like the shorter fringes. I think this is maybe a bit over the eyebrow. That would be a perfect length. This hairstyle in particular, you can have a fade, you can have a taper here, you can have it short. This is not just any fringe, because if you have thick Asian hair and you just go out of your shower and you don't style your hair and you go out, it will not look like this. This is called a textured fringe, because if you look at the hair, you could see it goes in different directions, different clumps, right? Some of this hair, like right here, it goes up. Now, this hairstyle, it gives a very cute look. And if you're going for that look, then go for it. This is, I think it might be the most popular hairstyle this summer, because people are getting, I think it's a textured fringe with a burst fade. And a burst fade is just when they fade around your ear shape. This is a very popular cut with the kids nowadays. Okay, where would I place this? Oh, let's talk about styling. I had this hairstyle like 3 years ago. It was the hardest hairstyle to style. Why is that? I would wake up, I would dry my hair, I would put sea salt spray in my hair to texturize it. And then what I would do is I would take clay, put it in my hair. I would take a strand of hair, twist it down. Take a strand of hair, take it, twist it down. Twist it down. When you look at this person needs to style these strands separately. Okay? It takes a lot of time. It takes more time than the hair I'm currently rocking. It takes more time than the slick back. And that is why, for the reasons I've mentioned, I'm putting this here, above the buzz cut, below the crew cut. It makes you look young. It makes you look boyish, and if that's the look you're going for, then go ahead and rock it, right? But it is a bit messy, and it is a bit unkempt. Next style, Man-Bun. This style was popular 10 years ago, and maybe even 5 years ago. This is not really like, you wouldn't go to your barber and say, hey, I want a Man-Bun. You usually rock a Man-Bun when you have long hair, and then you want to tie it up. I'm putting this top of C. Now, why is this? This guy, he looks nice. He can rock it. This guy, he has his whole hair long, so when he styles the whole thing into a bun, it flows nice. What people used to get, they would have an undercut. So you see where my hair like cuts off here? They would get this and they would get a fade, and then they would take the top and put it into a tight man bun. I'm gonna say that looked nice 10 years ago, and it might come back in resurgence one day. But right now, that's not currently popular. The reason why I'm putting it in C, okay? I gotta take care of any guys in this chat right now that want to get a man bun. Okay? Getting a man bun, if you have your hair tight, it pulls your hairline up. I don't think I'm ever gonna bald. My dad isn't balding. My mom's dad never bald. My mom's dad's dad never balded. My mom's dad never balded. My hair will get thinner one day, but I probably won't bald. But during the pandemic, during the COVID, when I let my hair grow and I tied it, I noticed my hairline was brought up because I was rocking the bun and I was pulling it up. I need to take care of you guys, okay? Don't get the man bun, okay? Don't listen to what anyone says. Thankfully, it's not popular right now. But in the future, if it ever does come back into popularity, don't do it. Don't do it for your hair, guys. Don't do it. That's why I'm placing it top of C. Next hairstyle. Okay. This is a very Korean haircut. This is called a 2-block. If you listen to K-pop, you probably have had a bias that rocked this haircut at one time. What is the distinguishing feature of this hairstyle? What this is, it's an undercut. And an undercut is just when the sides are short and the top is long. Another distinguishing feature is that when you get your haircut, there will be like a V shape along the back that will cut along. They'll leave that part long. So they're not just cutting your hair short at the like right here, but they're letting it go down a bit. Now, this hairstyle is very versatile. This guy, he is splitting it maybe a 70-30. You know the ratio. He parts this part to the left and this part to the right, and he's wearing his bangs. That's one way you can style it. This guy, he styles it in the mid part, in the middle, and he styles it down. Oh, and one other thing about 2-block cuts. And another distinguishing feature is the V-shaped sideburn. This is another way of styling a 2-block cut. You could see the hair is thin and he's waving it back. This hairstyle is very versatile. You can wear it with a fringe. You can, what some people in Korea do that you don't really see here in the West is a comma hairstyle, where it makes your hair kind of looks like a comma. You could split your hair this way. You could have the left side of your hair as bangs. You could style the right side of your hairstyle as a slick back, and it looks terrible on me because I don't have the hairstyle for it right now, but it looks nice. Now, where am I putting this on the tier list? I listened to you, the chatters, and I'm putting this top of B. Actually, no, I'm putting this in A. The reason why, it's just so versatile. The 2-block cut is more of a cut, and you can style it how you want. If it's more mild, it's fine. Yeah, and you can style it more mild. And if you want, you can style it mild when you're preaching, and then when you go home, you can do all the you do all the cute things. You know what I'm saying? Okay, final hairstyle. This is a perm. What is a perm? It's when you put rollers in your hair, when you curl it, and you put it in a solution where it will chemically alter your hair to be curly. And so that hair from now on will be curly forever until it grows out. There are different types of curls that you can get, and I messed up my hair by playing with it so much so it looks kind of whack right now. But you can see here that there are different types of perms. You can have different types of curls because different types of curly hair exists. You can see here that there are curls here. These are probably looser curls. And you can see this guy definitely has a zoomer cut because he has the shorter sides. This is also a perm, perhaps. Why do I say that? Well, this could either be this guy, he ironed his hair so it looks curly, or he permed it using loose waves. And if you have really straight hair, your hair naturally won't look like this. So this guy, he probably ironed it, or he probably has a loose perm. And you can see here, this is very clean looking. This is a very clean looking perm. Still more of the short on the sides, longer on the top. But this looks very clean. This is another example of a perm. You can see this is combining it with another hairstyle we showed earlier, the modern mullet, where you can see the mullet is very noticeable here. It's not super tight curls, but it is tighter curls. It does look nice. Okay, so if I see my pastor show up with this perm, I will personally escort them out with force. Yeah, no, I would agree. Yeah. This is me with a perm, right? This is at the end of my perm. I wore it as a fringe. Now, okay, that's the end of that picture. A perm is just the process of curling your hair. And where will I place this on the tier list? I am going to place this at the very bottom. Now, why is this the case? A perm looks nice, right? It does. If you have straight hair and you've never had a perm, having a perm, people will notice it. People will compliment you. The problem with a perm is that if you want to get a perm, it will cost you $100 and it will last for 3 to 4 months. And then you'll have to get 4 other perms in the year. You're spending $400 on a perm. As a pastor in Canada, you're not making money to be able to spend on a perm like that. If you buy chemicals online, which I think it runs $20 to $30, you could perm your hair yourself. But when you perm your hair, you still will have to sit still for an hour as the chemicals activate in your hair. And if you do it at home, there is a risk of you burning your scalp, and you don't want to do that. So unless you have some friends that you can trust, I would stay away from this hairstyle, particularly if you are a pastor. Just a quick summary. S tier, comb over, clean. A tier, slick back, quiff. 2-block cut. These two here are here because they're clean. This one here is because it's versatile. B tier, crew cut. It's clean. Buzz cut is also clean, but you need an attractive face structure to be able to pull it off. And it also kind of makes you look a bit mean. Fringe, it looks clean, but it kind of, well, maybe not clean, but it looks nice. It looks cute, but it kind of looks a bit messy and unkempt, and it takes a lot of time to style. C tier, Man-Bun, it pulls your hairline up. Modern mullet, it's too zoomer-like and it's kind of wild. Same as the wolf cut. With the perm, the only reason why it's down here is because it's expensive. This is the tier list that I made for pastors. So if you know a pastor with a bad hairstyle, just send him this video when I make it into a video. And yeah, this is my definitive list. Now, I had my friend send me pictures on hairstyles. Now, what in the world is this? If I see a pastor walk up to a pulpit with this hairstyle, I know I need to listen. I know that this pastor has been given revelation by something. Now, if your pastor were a bird, yeah, for sure. You came back 2 hours later, and what are you looking at? Well, tier list of pastors' hairstyles.